This morning at the Drum, we're taking a look back at Mobile World Congress. We've assembled a great panel of mobile experts who are going to be taking a look back at what happened in Barcelona just a couple of weeks ago.
I think the key takeaway is user first. I think we all talked about many things, ad blocking, 5G, virtual reality, but at the end of the day, what's really important is really to think user first. And how we are bringing added value to the users, and that's how we are going to progress the ecosystem, bring trust and transparency to the ecosystem, and really make sure that the user is part of this equation from the start. Well, I think 2016 will be a year where we'll still carry on with this issue of viewability. I think viewability is still, the big buzzword on the marketplace. We still haven't cracked that. I think that back to the idea of bringing trust and transparency in this ecosystem, we really need to find a standard that makes sense in terms of viewability. 50% pixels is not a viewable standard for us. At S4M, we're actually moving that up to 100% pixels for 1 second. We're not charging our clients for anything that is less than 100% pixels for 1 second. And I think that this should be the criteria, the standard for viewability. And I hope that at the end of 2016, at least we'll be able to have checked that point and put that behind us.
Key takeaway for me from this breakfast, we were post MWC and looking back at MWC, very interesting things obviously around what's the Internet of Things looking like, what's VR going to have. But I think the real big thing for me was around ad blocking. And the discussion we had around ad blocking was typical to discussions I'm having elsewhere. And that's really that this is not the cure. This is actually a symptom of the need for traffic quality to improve, for mobile advertising in general to improve. Well, I think the key issue, a couple key issues that I look at when I look at 2016. One is obviously how are we going to continue to work together as an industry on this traffic quality leading to potentially fraud issues. But one that I get really interested in and get excited about is this convergence of web to app. And you see really this is Google's response to not necessarily being able to see in the apps for a long time. And so with deep linking and through streaming, all of a sudden we get this much more desktop experience, but within the apps, which gives us the benefits of user experience and all the things that we like about using apps.
So that was a very interesting panel that we had here this morning, and it was really dominated by the topic of ad blocking. But I think that's fair, given that for the first time we've seen the telcos, such as Three, now adopting this in a very aggressive way. It'll be very interesting to see how this pans out in 2016.
And today we're interviewing possibly the smartest of them all, Pepper, the first emotional robot. Hello, Pepper.
Hi, human.
How are you today?
I'm always feeling good, thank you.